Wheelchair management and securement. Wheelchair management starts with school rules. Encourage and reinforce typical school hallway rules, such as traveling on the right side of the hall, not bumping into peers, and not talking in the hallways. Encourage and expect students to leave the classroom with their peers and travel in line to other areas of the school, even if a student is dependent on an adult to push the wheelchair. Essential components of wheelchairs include a pelvic positioning strap or lap belt. This should always be the first strap secured when placing a student in a wheelchair, and the last strap unfastened when taking a student out of a wheelchair. Double check the pelvic positioning strap to make sure it is fastened before moving the student's wheelchair. Wheel locks are also very important. Both wheel locks must be secured when a wheelchair is at a desk or parked anywhere. Contact the school physical therapist if the wheel locks are broken or not functioning properly. Most wheelchairs have headrests, which are used for students who need additional head support. They may also have an anterior chest support, which is used for students with impaired trunk control. If a student has a chest support, it must be secured for bus or van transportation. Anti-tippers must be flipped down while at school and on the bus to prevent the wheelchair from tipping over backwards. Some wheelchairs can tilt backwards for alternate positioning. Do not hang heavy bags or backpacks on the back of the wheelchair, since they may tip the wheelchair over when in tilt. Proper positioning is important. You should engage both wheel locks, make sure the student's pelvis is all the way back in the seat and level. Secure the pelvic positioning strap snugly. If able, lean the student forward to make sure the student's pelvis is against the back of the wheelchair. And secure the chest straps if they are present by securing the bottom buckle first, then securing the top buckle, making sure the chest strap is not too close to the student's neck. Wheelchair safety. Check to make sure the pelvic positioning strap is secured. Lock both wheel locks whenever parking the wheelchair, even if leaving the wheelchair is unattended for a brief time. Locking only one wheel is not sufficient to keep the wheelchair from moving if it is bumped. Do not let go of the wheelchair or park a wheelchair on an incline, near steps, curbs, or on uneven surfaces. And do not allow another student to push a wheelchair outside. For emergency drills, such as fire drills, assist the student to exit the building with peers. If they are on the upper level, escort the student in a wheelchair to the designated area of rescue. For tornado drills, assist the student to park the wheelchair facing the wall with their peers and lean forward if they are able. And during lockdown, assist the student to park the wheelchair with peers in an area of the classroom that cannot be seen from the door. When loading students in wheelchairs onto a bus, make sure the lap belt is snug and secure. Back the wheelchair onto the lift, lock both wheels, and keep a hand on the wheelchair frame while it is being raised. This is not to catch the wheelchair, but to detect movement so the lift can be stopped. And when unloading students in wheelchairs, again, make sure the lap belt is snug and secure. Push the wheelchair onto the lift facing out, lock both wheel locks, and again, keep a hand on the wheelchair frame while it is being lowered. Students who use power wheelchairs while at school should not drive their power wheelchairs on and off raised lifts. Please consult with your school-based physical therapy for any questions about wheelchair safety, positioning, or loading a wheelchair on and off a bus.